Hello everyone, welcome to Mojo for Industry Development debate on Industry 4.0 and Smart Manufacturing. Knowledge partner for the session is Smarcell India Private Limited. So before I get started, please allow me to introduce our distinguished panelists. We have with us Mr. Rajesh Nath, Managing Director, VDMA India. Then we have Mr. Ramji Singh, Vice President Sales and Marketing, Smarcell India. Welcome, Mr. Ramji Singh ji.
Thanks a lot.
Then we have Mr. Bipin Vijay, Managing Director, IFM Electronic India Private Limited. Welcome, Mr. Bipin, sir.
Thank you.
Let's start the session and move on to our panel discussion. I would start by asking why Industry 4.0 is important in today's manufacturing. So can I ask Mr. Rajesh Nath to an opinion on this particular aspect?
What is Industry 4.0? Many people use various terms, but if we simplify it, it is actually you're digitizing the whole manufacturing process. So it is a process where machines are being interconnected. You have in a factory interconnected machines. You can capture the data from the machines. This data can then be analyzed and action can be taken on that. Now, when we talk about the development of the industrial revolution, certainly when we look at Industry 3.0, what was Industry 3.0? Industry 3.0 was actually you had computers, you had automation coming into play. And when we look at Industry 4.0, actually it is an augmentation or an enhancement of Industry 3.0, where you are adding smart systems, smart and autonomous systems to help and support the manufacturing and interconnect the whole manufacturing process. Now, why will Industry 4.0 have such significance for the industry? Because Shubhajit, you have now networked machines. Earlier, we did not have the possibility of real-time data. So, for example, in a traditional manufacturing facility, the supervisor would take his round. Maybe at the end of the week, he would get the figures from Monday to Friday, and then suddenly he would realize that there is going to be the bearing temperature has increased. And before he could take any action, the bearing would have a breakdown and the machine would have a breakdown. But now if we take this one step forward, you are getting real-time data. And with the basis of real-time data, you can analyze what problems are in the machine. You can recalibrate, you can do remote monitoring, you can do condition monitoring, and that will help actually the manufacturing process to take remedial or preventive action before the breakdown actually happens. And why is that important in India, especially Subhajit? Because we have such a strong MSME structure. I think for them, a breakdown of a machine one day down in production will have a very severe financial impact also.
So can I ask Mr. Bipin to share his perspective on this particular aspect that why Industry 4.0 is becoming increasingly important?
Two factors. We have to compete in a world market. And if we want to compete, the manufacturing sector, which is in India at least, is a relatively small one, but has to grow to a big extent. We have to compete. And unless we implement these new concepts, we will not be competitive across the world market. So the start should be rather from small and medium scale. And there are certain challenges in India. Big companies in India are already on the way to implement some of these concepts, what Nath sir has already mentioned, connected machines and predictive maintenance things. But I would be really wanting that our MSMEs and SMEs grasp at least the first few steps of this long journey so that we can be really competing like we are competing in a software world, a commendable thing done by software guys for last 15-20 years, but it's now the turn of a manufacturing world to do something similar, at least to start the journey. And these kind of tools and systems will certainly help us in improving the productivity, efficiency of our manufacturing world. We could be equally better and, at a cost-effective way to compete the manufacturing market share in the world. So we need these kind of tools, basically, and we need to start.
Mr. Ramji, sir, how do you see this particular aspect? How do you see the importance of Industry 4.0 in the Indian context?
I can tell you that nowadays even Industry 4.0 is becoming more important. I can tell in kind of mandatory to manage the things by sitting remotely. So it's not necessary that to have to visit to the office or factory or come to the premises in the factory. So this is also enable the solution is enabling to get all the data, whether analytics, monitoring, all this predictive maintenance by sitting remotely. And this is a way they can improve their efficiency and productivity of the plant. So this is one of the major feature and becoming mandatory to the here. And this is going to give the growth during any crisis. So this was one of the major crisis. And this has also opened the mind that how to manage the things in such kind of crisis. And basically, I can tell you Industry 4.0 is more digital. So it is kind of, you can say, the cyber physical system. And all the data is coming in terms of real object through the software. This system is completely on the open platform. This is also coming out from the, like earlier, in 3.0, there was more to the proprietary kind of communication. So that is also getting removed and everything is coming on the open platform and removing the concept of proprietary. And everything in the open platform, everything can be connected digitally, all the data is possible. So this and everything coming into in real time. So this is the beauty of this system. So I can tell that in future it is going to be mandatory, and now I think even people are talking 5.0. So I can say people started thinking further advance.
So when you talk about that importance of Industry 4.0 and again industry is getting ready for Industry 5.0. So how do you see the acceptance of Industry 4.0 ecosystem or rather the solutions in India? So to start with, can I ask Mr. Ramji?
Most of the big industry has started implementing. I guess a lot of industry has done the pilot testing. So I think a lot of industry has done, because this is one of the important things also to build the confidence to the industry. So initially people are developing some kind of pilot. They are doing a pilot to make it successful before going for a full phase. So I think piloting has been done. There is earlier there was issue, there is no reference in the market. And another thing, even all the company related, whether it is from the field component or the control devices or software development, every company is assigning their investment plan in this area. So already this people has invested, so there is no any second thought to go back. So and people see the advantage. So definitely it is going to be mandatory to manage the things, because nobody knows what crisis will come in the future. But definitely there is so many challenges where we are working. I can say till now we are not having the full-fledged system. Like one of the key challenges which I can say that especially for the safety, industry-wise harmonization of standard and norms. This is one of the challenges which is related to the machine safety, because machine safety is also one of the important part of the entire Industry 4.0, because machine also has to work in a safe condition and that create an environment safe working place. So this is very important. Another is that another challenge is like uniform languages for cross company data exchange. Third thing, like IT security. This is the biggest things which people are thinking today. There's a lot of cyber issue is happening. So people are also thinking that this here we need to build the confidence of the users to have a better IT safety and security. So this is third is the like skill development. We need to have a skilled manpower to manage the things. Secondly, building the confidence of industry and users. So these are the challenges, but definitely this will happen, because no second thought on that.
Mr. Vipin, you were also talking some of the challenges. Would you like to add something else? What apart from what Mr. Ramji was talking?
I think one of the main challenges what I see at the SME and MSME level is the skill development to take the advantage of new technologies, because big companies have infrastructure, have money to invest, to train. They already have, skilled people who can be upskilled to take care of these new technologies. But the major challenge is at the lower level. And fortunately or unfortunately, 75% of the manufacturing GDP is coming from MSMEs and SMEs. Yeah, give and take few percentage, but a big chunk of GDP in the manufacturing world is added by small and medium industries. And there, if we want to implement first steps of these kind of, I would say, concepts or tools, skill is a big challenge, sir. One needs to really address it, and very urgently.
So VDMA or India, contributes a lot in terms of skill development. Now we have two German companies and being represented by again VDMA India Managing Director Mr. Rajesh Nal. So what VDMA India exactly is doing in terms of skill development as well as creating awareness for Industry 4.0 and making the industry ready?
When we are using Industry 4.0, what are the advantages? So I have framed this term CES actually, cost effectiveness, efficiency, sustainability, and safety. So these are, you could put it in a short, these would be the main effects or impacts, positive impacts of Industry 4.0. As Bipin and also Ramji very rightly pointed out, Shubhajit, we have a very strong MSMEs ecosystem in India. There are almost 63.3 million MSMEs in India, which generate around almost they say 110 to 120 million jobs are generated by the MSME sector. And the contribution, as Bipin mentioned, is quite high to manufacturing GDP. But there is also, when we talk about Industry 4.0, one challenge, Shubhajit, is that actually 60%, there was a study done, they said 60% of the MSMEs do not have any internet connectivity. So when 60% of the MSMEs do not have internet connectivity, so these 60% unfortunately cannot utilize the benefit of Industry 4.0 at this stage. I think the general misconception is that Industry 4.0 is very complex, it is very costly to implement. So I think what is actually required even for the MSMEs is first you need to identify where actually you would implement Industry 4.0. So you should have a very clear vision. What is my purpose of implementation and where can I implement Industry 4.0? Companies should have a clear vision that this is where in 5 years time we want to attain, and these are the steps we want to undertake. From VDMA side, with the help of the German industry, with the help of members also like IFM, Schmerzal, other members, this is what we are trying to propagate also, Shubhaji, that it is not the whole bulk you have to really, or a whole process you have to implement from the word go. And that is why beyond the larger companies, what Bipin mentioned, what Ramji mentioned, we as VDMA or as the German industry are very passionate that MSME can really bring a lot of benefits to the MSME sector also. And that is what we want to propagate, that use these baby steps, goes in a staged, phased manner for implementation of Industry 4.0, where your results can come out faster.
Today also people feel job security in terms of that. Secondly, they correlate with the skill development. Yeah, I may not capable, so I may lose the thing. So two things is that one is that we need to develop some programs, some technical to build the confidence of the people and build them that there is a job security mindset may be removed from there. And secondly, we need to do something to develop their skill to manage all these things. So this is one of the area where, and third thing is the awareness. We need to run a lot of awareness program and add this skill development as well as building confidence to them. So, because this is one of the major challenge which is going to, I can say it is a psychological challenge. This is going to be a psychology. We need to change the psychology of the people.
Especially talking what is the mindset in India and this fear that when we go for Industry 4.0, it may lead to job losses. Actually, if we look at some of the applications or some of the technologies under Industry 4.0, let's look at collaborative robots. Now, the whole purpose of collaborative robots is to collaborate with humans, not to replace humans. So the idea is that the collaborative robots work hand in hand with humans to help and increase the efficiency of humans. And as I use the term, the 5 Ds. So jobs that are, for example, dirty, dangerous, dull or repetitive in nature. And now also with the pandemic coming in, things like distancing, the factor of distancing coming in. So I think when we take these factors into consideration, the collaborative robot is a very good example where humans and machines or robots can work together.
Before concluding today's session, we would like to thank our distinguished panelists, Mr. Rajesh Nath, Mr. Bipin Bijike, and Mr. Ramji Singh, sir. Thank you so much, all of you. We thank our knowledge partner for the session, Smartcell India Private Limited. So this concludes the webinar. Please don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon.